give them prayer hands. Say what's up, America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica. Shout out to my...
Hey, what's up guys? It's Polska, and this is going to be an $800 gaming PC build for the month of June 2016. Now, these parts were made, well not made, but found by me, and some were from other videos, so I basically just took the best and put them together. And this is basically what I came up with right now for the best $800 gaming PC. And $800 is like a sweet spot for a good PC, like a starter PC. Not necessarily a starter PC, but like a decent PC that's designed for gaming or editing. So this PC is like a dual function. You can use it for editing, basically anything you want. It's basically just like a productivity PC, but that's been hit in the gym a lot. Like it's a really good PC. So just listen to me on that part. Okay, so let's start off with the processor. The processor is the Intel Core i5-6500. It's a quad-core processor clocked at 3.2 gigahertz, which is actually pretty good for a processor at this price, which is only coming in at $195. That might seem like it's a lot, but trust me, it's not. There's a lot more expensive processors out there. So next is the Gigabyte GAH170-DS3H. Now, they really need to change the names for these things, because who the hell remembers that without referring to like this video or whatever you're looking up about this. So yeah, this is a pretty decent, to be honest, motherboards aren't that, like, it doesn't really matter. Almost all motherboards are somewhat the same. It just depends on what's compatible with what and what is actually on the motherboard that makes it different from the others. Now, this is a decent motherboard. It's an ATX motherboard. It has 4 RAM slots like most. It also has crossfire support and USB 3.0 headers. Also, with the RAM, you're going to want to go with whatever RAM you want, basically. Just make sure it's DDR4 and basically just 8 gigs, because that's what's suggested right now. And because anything above 8 gigs is obviously better, but anything below that, you're not really going to be run the games at as good quality, or a lot of things that you're going to do aren't going to be as good as if you had more RAM. So for here we have an SSD, and to be honest, you don't really need an SSD. It's very, very good if you do have one, but whatever SSD you want to get really is up to you, whatever you prefer. But it's going to have to be a standard 2.5 inch drive, like, nothing too crazy. And that's basically it. You just need it to store your OS, and that's all. Like, it's just faster. And what I have is a 240 gigabyte model. That's really all you need, to be honest, to put your OS on and your applications that you want to run as fast as possible when it comes to boot up times and things like that. Next, you're going to want to pick a 1 terabyte hard drive of your choice. I'd suggest the Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte. Not really that expensive, comes in around $50, actually no, around $45, and it's around 7200 RPM for a 64 megabyte cache, which is pretty good for a hard drive. Next is the Asus Strix R9 and this is actually a really good graphics card that comes in at around $300 depending on when you get it. Prices when you see this video may vary, they might go up or down. To be honest, they're probably going to end up going down, because when new GPUs come out, prices of old GPUs drop down. And this thing is a beast with 8 gigabytes of VRAM. That is a lot. Like, a lot of games, you don't even need that much VRAM, but whatever. And this thing is a 1080p/1440 beast, clocked at 1.05 gigahertz. Like, this thing is amazing, and it only takes up 275 watts of power, which is a pretty decent amount. And next is the NZXT S340 case. You can get this in black and red or white. I suggest white for this because it's somewhat of a red and white build. And it has 3 bays for drives, which is pretty good. And it has a side window, which is also really cool because you can actually see the components if you do good cable management, which is pretty easy in this case because, NZXT and Corsair are really good case makers. And they're both known for cable management too, and just great looking cases. So just pick one up from either of those and you should be good. So next up is the EVGA 600 watt ATX power supply. It's 80 plus bronze certified, and there is room for overclocking with this PC, and it also is a reputable brand, which is also good. So this is a different type of video today, and if you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. It's Polska, and I'm out. Peace.